And we are back. What's going on, everyone? Another episode of the Pitre podcast. Um, yeah, I am literally about to hit the gym right after this. I got the sweater from Uniqlo for $20, and it's fire. Like, you ever have one of those clothes where you're like, yo, this would be dope workout gear, and then you wear it, and you're like, yo, this is actually just like dope in general, so I might just wear this shit out regularly. Usually tan, not really my color, because God made me the fucking palest Puerto Rican alive, but I'm feeling this sweater. So let me know in the comments if you think this shit is dope. Like, it's pocket holes, bro. Like, I love a sweater with pockets, man. Like, I like that. I'm a hand in the pocket kind of guy, you know. That's why I kind of hate wearing jeans. But nah, this sweater's fire, bro. Got it for Uniqlo, $20. Bro, shout out to the Koreans, man. Shout out to the Koreans, bro. And the reason why Uniqlo is a Korean brand, people think it's Japanese, actually Korean. Koreans, their fashion sense is fucking amazing. Korea is a dope ass country. Haven't been, but I know people have been. They all say the same thing. Everyone's dressed out to the nine. You have to be fly in Korea or you're gonna stand out. They're our greatest ally, bro. Korea goes hard for America, son. Like, people think fucking Israel's our greatest ally. That's a goddamn lie. Korea's our greatest ally. When it comes to every single war America's been in, Korea threw up some troops, bro. Literally, we can go to war with anyone. Korea's gonna be like, yo, daddy, what you need, bro? So, shout out to the Koreans, man. Romion Boko Male, bro. That means fucking you want a ramen and chill, which is the Korean equivalent of do you want a Netflix and chill, which is in translation means do you want to fuck. So, bro, shout out to the Koreans, man. I fucking love Uniqlo. Anyway, we're not here to talk about Korea. We're here to talk about things that I hate. Now, I'm going to be honest. I am a spiteful daddy, bro. I got a lot of hate in my heart. Gotta be honest. I am a hater. I'm a natural, true, born hater, right? Now, I do give credit to where it's due, but there's just a lot of shit that I hate. So I think it'll be a cool segment just for me to ramble on shit that I actually hate with passion. Kind of like the Grind My Gears segment in Family Guy for Peter Griffin. That was like a news anchor during that episode or whatever. So it's kind of like my shtick, if you will, or my version of it. Can't say grind my gears, grind my ears. What the fuck is that? Can't say grind my gears because that's probably patented to some degree. So I don't want to be, I don't want this episode taken down to be hit with any fines, but yeah, shit that I hate, man. And it's random. It's a lot of random shit. Now, if you hate the same shit too, I have notes here. So if you hate the same shit too, cool. Let your boy know. We can hate on it together. If you're probably not going to hate this shit, or it probably never crossed your mind to hate this shit, which if I do explain the shit that I hate and you hate it too, bro, welcome to the team. Welcome to the club, bro. If not, cool. If you're like, hey, I hate different shit, yo, let me know what you hate. I want to know. I want to hate on it too. We can be haters together in unison. I don't think the world has enough hate. I think the world should have more hate. Well, the first thing that I hate, which is, you don't see this often, right? So this is something it's not common across the U.S., right? So it's more so like a large city kind of deal. You really primarily see this in New York City. I live in Philly. I haven't really seen this in Philly, to be entirely honest with you. I've been to a few other cities across the U.S., major cities, and I didn't see it there. So this might just be a New York City thing, which if it's just a New York City thing, we got to fucking change this because it's fucking disgusting, which is dogs in restaurants. In New York City, the kind of the dog owner mentality is fucking gross. It's so extrahiajo, which means like it's so extra, you know? They kind of treat their dogs and like children, which is kind of like a segue between the two. So I'm tackling two topics within one kind of rant. So in New York City, man, people tend to treat their dogs like children, bro. Literally, they throw a party for their dogs, a fucking birthday party for their dogs. You got doggy daycare, you got fucking a bunch of other just dog-related shit. And I'm just like, bro, this is an animal. Now, I like dogs. Animals ironically love me, bro. Like, there's multiple times in my life where someone was like, yo, this dog doesn't like anyone, I'm surprised they like you. Or this cat doesn't like anyone, I'm surprised they like you. Like dogs and cats fuck with your boy, bro. Fucking any animals fuck with your boy, bro. It's probably because my name is Noah. So they feel the vibe. But I understand that this is an animal. I have dogs my whole life, bro. I have dogs my entire life. You know, the yo, my dog stories. I'm gonna leave that for story time with Trey because that shit is fucking hilarious. But I have dogs my whole life. I have a dog now. His name is Ranger, greatest fucking dog of all time, bro. I named him myself. He's like 12 years old. He's probably gonna die soon. Love the boy, bro. But at least for within my family, we understand this is an animal. You know, we're not treating it as though he's a human. We're not throwing him birthday parties. I think we should throw him one because he's getting kind of old. So I think it'll be cool. I don't even think any of us remember when his birthday is. I think he was born in we got him in sometime in April, years ago, you know? So yeah, maybe we could throw him one, throw him a bone, whatever. But birthday parties every single year, renting out venues for the birthday party, fucking letting them sleep on the bed with you, you know, giving them human food and all that other shit, bro. We don't do that. We've never done that. We understand, we rock with our homie, pero he's a perro, you know? We're not going to put him on the same standard in our pedestal as one of us, you know? And we love him. We show him love. We show him a lot of love, but we do have an understanding at the end of the day, this is a pet. This is an animal. And I feel like people within New York City in particularly, or just within this generation now, they kind of view the dog as an animal. They're saying, as a human, they're like, I am a dog mom. I'm a dog dad. Bro, you just have a pet. You're not a dad. You're not a mom. It's not the same thing as a child. A child, having a fucking baby and having a dog are two very different things. Ask anyone that has had both or has both. They're going to tell you, they're very different things. They require very different things, you know? So to compare between the two, you're reaching, bro. You just have a dog. You just have a cat. It's not that big of a deal. First off, if you're a guy and you say you're a cat dad, bro, you should be neutered. There's no reason why your feminine ass is going around and possibly having kids when you're calling yourself a fucking cat dad. That's the most fag shit of all time. Excuse my French. I gotta say it. What are we doing? Cats are the most low maintenance pet there is around there. It's out there, excuse me. Second would probably be fucking fish or some shit. You're what do you fucking mean you're a cat dad? Anyway, listen, they're not children. Let's not act like they are children. I'm sorry that you want a child so bad for some reason you can't have them as yet, whether if you're a girl and your boyfriend doesn't want to fucking pop one in you and give it to you, or you're a guy, you can't find the right one to give a child to. Sorry, that is your problem. The dog is not going to fill that void, bro. It's just not. I'm sorry to say. Segueing into the whole restaurant issue, bro, I've seen multiple times where people in New York City just bring their dogs everywhere to establishments that doesn't warrant the dog being here. First off, listen, New York City apartments are comically small. Everyone knows that. If you want a big New York City apartment, you're literally going to pay thousands upon thousands of dollars in rent. I'm talking upwards between at least $5,000 or above just in rent. Or, you're going to have $1 million condos and shit. Besides that, your apartment is going to be small. You can't have a big dog in a small apartment, bro. That's not fair to the big dog, bro. Shout out to the big dogs, but it's not fair to them because they need space. They require roaming around. You have them in this fucking 40 by 40 foot apartment, cramped as fuck with all your other shit, there's no reason why you're living in a studio and you got a dog. What do you, bro, you bring someone home, you're smashing, and your dog's just watching you smash. He has nowhere else to go. There's no other room. There's only one room, So you're fucking subjecting this dog to fucking to some crazy shit, bro. It's not fair to them. Now, if it's a Chihuahua or some bullshit, fucking hate Chihuahuas, but if it's a Chihuahua or some bullshit, because I had a Chihuahua, he was a fucking worst. I will talk about that another time. But if you have a small dog, okay, I guess. But if you have a big dog, bro, what are you doing, man? That dog needs land. That dog needs to be out and about and shit. Especially if it's a dog, because each dog is different. Each breed is different. Each breed are bred for different things. Literally. A sheep herder dog is meant to fucking herd sheep. A fucking poodles are actually they're actually hunting dogs. They were meant to kill rodents like squirrels and rats and shit. Yet people have fucking golden doodles walking around. Like, if you're a guy with a golden doodle, bro, fucking kill yourself. Like, lose my number. Like, I don't want anything to do with you. Like, I don't, like, bro, like, no respect if you're a guy and you have a golden doodle. I'm fucking sorry. Now, if you have like some legit like hypoallergenic issues, I'm gonna throw you a pass. If you don't, you're just fucking gay. Anyway, they're beautiful dogs though, but still. Anyway, listen, those dogs are meant for something. They're meant to do a task. Especially, like, there's a big trend of people in New York City having fucking huskies. Bro, a husky does not belong in Manhattan, dog. It does not belong in Manhattan. There's no reason why you got a husky in Manhattan, bro. Huskies are meant to roam. They're working dogs, you know. They like to run. They need exercise, they need activity. They need the cold. There's no reason why you have a husky in 90-degree Manhattan weather and your fucking AC is blown out and your landlord's not doing anything about it. So now the husky's suffering. Like, that's not fair to the husky, bro. Like, if you want to live in Alaska or somewhere colder like fucking Colorado or some bullshit, you can get a husky. But if you're in New York City, bro, why the fuck you got a husky, dude? Like, for what? It's going to tear up your apartment, literally. People who get huskies don't know. If huskies are bored, they get pent up and they start wreaking havoc on the apartment. Sorry, I got something in my fucking eye. Anyway, dude, just don't have one, to be honest. Anyway, segueing into the original rant, which was for fucking dogs in restaurants, dude. I've seen this so many times where people bring their dogs to the restaurant. Now the fucking waiter has to service the dog, bring the dog water. Bro, I've seen a time where I'm walking past a restaurant outdoor dining and the dog, it's sitting in the table. Like, literally, like, there's a chair. It was a golden retriever and the dog was sitting in the chair at the table. What are we doing, bro? The fuck are we doing, bro? I shouldn't have to tell you that that's not sanitary. If fucking a health inspector came around and saw that, bro, he'd lose his fucking mind. Like, you can't have that. There's no reason why you have a dog sitting on a table as though it was a human. Now, the people found it funny. I guess the waiter found it funny. If I was the owner, I would have a shit fit because that's not a good look. That's not cool. The dog clearly doesn't belong there. Get it off the fucking table. You shouldn't have brought it out to a fucking dinner with your family anyway. Just let it be in the fucking house, bro. What do you mean your dog has anxiety issues? How's the dog have fucking anxiety? What are we doing? So that's my first rant. And people, especially people in New York City who just don't know how to act with pets, to be honest with you. All right, we're segueing to something completely different, which is speeding, right? I hate people who obnoxiously speed, whether on the highway or just in general. The reason being, I'll put my glasses back on actually, because I feel like I look good with these glasses. They're new glasses. Shout out to I Buy Direct. Blue light glasses. My eyesight's actually perfect, but I just use this because I stare at computers all day. But yeah, they're fire. Anyway, listen. People who speed. If you're going like 5 to 10 miles above the speed limit, depending on where you are, if you're in a school zone, speed limit is 30, you're going 40, you're just a fucking asshole. You're in a highway, speed limit is 50, you're going 60, 65, that's cool. I'm talking about people who are going like 100 on the highway, swerving through lanes and bullshit. Why? Where the fuck do you have to go so bad that you're swerving through lanes at 120 miles per hour like you're in fucking NASCAR or you're a fucking F1 with your 2003 Honda Accord? What are you doing? Where are you going? There's nowhere you have to be that urgent. You're literally just going home on your way to work. Like, you're going to fucking go home and do nothing, jerk off and watch Netflix anyway. Why are you in such a rush? Why are you endangering other people's lives for your own personal thrill? Like, what the fuck are we doing, bro? Here's the thing, right? If it's like an actual emergency, like someone's fucking dying in the backseat, your wife's giving birth, cool. Speed. I get it. Like, that kind of makes sense. That warrants a situation. It's case-by-case basis here. But if you're just speeding because you want to look cool or because you think it's fun, like, bro, you're endangering people's lives, man. Like, it's not about how good of a driver you are. You might be an amazing fucking driver. It's not about how good of a driver you are. It's about how good of a driver are people on the road. You could be going that fast. Someone forgets to put their blinker on to merge lanes. You're fucked. Literally, if you're going over 100 miles per hour and you get into a crash, you're basically done. You're gone. Bye-bye. You're seeing the fucking Lord that day. Like, you're done. Not only that, you're endangering the person, other people on the road who are just driving, minding their own business, obeying the law, going the fucking speed limit. I've seen multiple times where people lose control of the car going that fast, and now you're fucking wrecking some other guy's car who had nothing to do with anything. He's just minding his own business, driving on the fucking road. You wreck his car. Now he's out of a car. He's standing there. He could be hurt. He has to deal with your bullshit. He has to deal with insurance companies. He has to deal with the fucking cops coming in. Now fucking hours of his day is lost. He's possibly injured. He's out of money because you wanted to be a fucking idiot that day. But not only that, if you are speeding and doing that and you have other people in the car, bro, you're a piece of shit. Because one, you're responsible for those people's lives. If you're driving and you have other people in the car with you, you are solely responsible for their lives. Their lives are quite literally in your hands, and you're putting their lives in danger because you want to be cool. Now, if you're all retarded and you're like, hey, let's speed. If you're all like fucking the Three Musketeers, you're like, yo, all for one for all. Let's just fucking speed down the highway and kill ourselves. Cool, I guess. It's still wrong. But if you have people who are directly opposed to that shit and you're doing it anyway, bro, you're just a fucking asshole. Like, their lives could be in danger because you decided you want to speed today. Like, for what, dude? It's not that serious, man. Like, you're cutting down 3 minutes of your fucking 20-minute travel time. What's the point in that, bro? Like, it just doesn't make any sense, man. And it's always like, usually the people that I see who do this are like fucking pickup trucks, which is like, yo, you have a big ass truck, bro. You can take out multiple cars with that big ass truck going over 100 miles per hour. What are you doing? Why are you driving like an asshole? I know for a fact you actually don't even really use that pickup truck because you're going that fast. People who actually use that pickup truck got shit in the back that can't be going that fast. They're all actually hauling shit. You're not hauling anything. You just want to look cool. You're just overcompensating for your little ass dick. Or BMW drivers who notoriously are the worst drivers on the fucking road. Or people who have like fucking, their car has a value of a 7-Eleven Slurpee and they're going 100 miles per hour because they crash this shit. Doesn't matter. Like, this shit is garbage anyways. Always those three who are bugging out on the highway, man, going that fast. It's not that serious, bro. It's really not that serious. All right, we're on the road, man. We're on the fucking road. So next up, people who don't play defense in soccer. Listen, I'm all over the place. This is not staying to one segment and or vertical. This is just shit that I hate in general. I play a lot of soccer, bro. I play the beautiful game, right? Not many Puerto Ricans do. Usually Puerto Ricans are playing baseball due to American colonialism. I play soccer. Baseball is cool, don't get me wrong. Like, I have a love-hate relationship with baseball, but as far as a sport that I prefer to play over every other sport, it is soccer, right? I switch between playing offense and playing defense. So there's times where I'm playing in defensive position in one game, or I might be playing striker in another game, Ball out in both. But everyone needs to play defense, bro. And here's the thing. Typically, the people who play defense are obviously the defenders. If you don't know soccer, here's the setup, right? You have 11 people on each team. There's some leagues where you can play 7. Typically, you're going to have a few defenders. If it's 11, you probably have like 4, maybe 5 defenders. If it's 7, you probably have like 2 to 3, maybe even 4 defenders, right? So then you have the midfield, which is a few players, and then you have, right wing, left wing, striker, etc. Those are, the people who are on offense who are in charge of scoring these motherfucking goals, bro. So everyone should be playing defense. It's not just left to defenders to play defense. There's no reason why you're playing up top and you have the ability to pressure their defense. So just say if they have the ball, they're playing from the back, their defensive team has the ball. If you're a striker or if you're someone who's playing up, bro, you got to go pressure them. Go play defense, pressure them. You can pressure them to make a mistake. If they make a mistake, now the ball is within their box, so it's easier for you to possibly capitalize that and or score. If not, then it fucks up their whole flow of momentum, so it can possibly become a turnaround, and then your team can get the ball. There's no reason why you're playing up top and you're just watching players go past you with the ball, bro. You got to play defense, man. Everyone needs to lock in and play defense. The worst games are when you're actually playing as a defender and there's no one playing in the back, bro. I've had multiple games like that, dude, where it's literally everyone thinks they're Lionel Messi and want to play up top, and it's just me playing in the back, holding it down, bro. Fucking blocking shots, fucking blocking fucking crosses with headers and shit. Like, yo, like I'm fucking throwing it down in the back. No one else wants to play back. Everyone wants to think they're a fucking striker, but somehow no one can score a fucking goal. Dude, I remember one time, man, I was playing. Some fucking 60-year-old, 6-foot-tall Meech comes in. He's like 6'2", 60 years old, fucking knees barely working and shit, comes in. I'm like, yo, I'm playing left back. I'm like, yo, play right back. Clearly, you can't run. You're immobile. You're big and old as fuck. Just play right back. Use your size. Scare them away. And, you know, I need someone playing back. He says, okay. It's like the meme where the guy closes his eyes and opens it again. It's like something different. So I close my eyes, open it. Motherfucker is up there playing left wing. Bro, anyone who's not familiar with soccer, if you're a winger, you need to be fast. You need to be agile. Historically, you need to be very tactical with the ball, very good dribbling, etc. Typically, that's, you know, the standard winger, if you will. He doesn't fit the mold. He's 60 years old, 6'2". He can barely walk, yet alone run. Why are you playing winger, bro? You don't belong up there. Let one of these young guns play that position. Come in the back with your boy and let's defend these fucking shots. Like, why are you trying to play winger? You're old as fuck. You can't do anything. So it's frustrating if you're a defender or playing defense and no one else wants to play defense. Like, if you're playing up top, man, if you're someone who plays on an offensive position, please just make sure that you're still playing defense as well. Don't let the fucking other team get past you with the ball if you can fucking press, you know? And not everyone's good at defense. Literally, not everyone's good at defense, and I get it, you know? Defense is a completely different skill set, but just pressure them. At least if you pressure them, it can possibly cause a mistake, you know? So, yeah, that's my rant about soccer and people fucking not playing defense at all. Okay. So I'm probably going to end it with this one for now. So this is the piece of the resistance, right? This is like the creme de la creme of shit that I hate. I don't think I hate anything more than this. And it's the Bronx. I fucking hate the Bronx. I don't like the Bronx at all. The Bronx, people who are not familiar with New York City, there's 5 boroughs, right? You got Manhattan, which is like where everything goes down, you know? Like, you know, fucking when you think of New York City and you're not from New York City, you're actually thinking of Manhattan. You're not thinking of Queens, Brooklyn, Staten Island, the Bronx. You're literally thinking of Manhattan. It's where all the skyscrapers are, so the financial district is, where fucking Times Square is. It's all in Manhattan. You got Staten Island. No one gives a fuck about Staten Island. You got Brooklyn. Brooklyn now is bunch of hipsters and people who are from the Midwest. No one's from Brooklyn anymore, unfortunately. It's gentrified as fuck. You got Queens, the best borough by far. Now, I am biased, but in my opinion, Queens is the best borough. Because 1, it's more chill than the other boroughs. 2, you still have that sense of community and like people who are actually born and raised or live, you know, who lived a predominant period of their lives in New York still. And then, you know, Queens has basically everything, you know. You if you go further into Queens, you got the suburbs. If you go closer into Manhattan, you have, you know, like more residential areas, you know. Queens just has it all, bro. Like, Queens is the best borough, hands down. And then you got the Bronx. And the Bronx is just dirty. Everyone in the Bronx is dirty. I hate the Bronx. The Bronx is ghetto as fuck and has always been ghetto as fuck. Now, historically, the Bronx have been super Puerto Rican back in the day. I'm talking like back in like the 50s, 60s, you know, the Bronx actually wasn't that bad. There was just Puerto Ricans and Italians running the shit, basically. The 70s, 80s, where New York starts to like, really pick up on crime, especially in the 90s where it peaked. Bronx is an especially bad place. All of New York was a dangerous place, but the Bronx is especially dangerous. But even still, to this day, the Bronx is dangerous and is ghetto as fuck. When I'm in Manhattan, anywhere in Manhattan for the most part, I'm fine and I don't have to worry. Maybe if I'm like on East 110th Street with some bullshit, or West 110th Street or some bullshit, maybe I'd worry a little bit, or I mean like 125th in Harlem or whatever. But besides that, anywhere in Manhattan, I'm not worried. Queens, anywhere in Queens, literally anywhere, not worried. Brooklyn, you're fine until you get to like fucking Brownsville or some bullshit. Once you get to like Brownsville, which is deep in Brooklyn, you have no reason to be there, then it's kind of dangerous. Staten Island's all a big suburb, you're fine there. But the Bronx is just all bad. And I'm not exaggerating. The whole Bronx is just bad. It's just ghetto. It's predominantly, Puerto Rican, Dominican, the fucking black, like a lot of it's predominantly minorities for the most part when it comes to the Bronx. But it's just ghetto as fuck, man. It's just the people in there are ghetto. The people in there are grimy. The most STDs in New York City are within the Bronx, which is no fucking surprise. Everyone in the Bronx somehow kind of like knows each other, and all of them are fucking dirty. There's nothing to do in the Bronx for the most part. Like if you're not from the Bronx, the only reason why you're going to the Bronx is to watch a Yankee game, which the Yankee game is in the middle of the fucking hood, literally. Like if you're going to a Yankee game, you're not from New York, you go to the game. You go to that stupid Yankee bar across the street. That's it. You take the 4. You go back into fucking Manhattan. You don't stay there. You don't venture out. There's nothing to venture out of. It's fucking ghetto bullshit. Or you're going to the New York Botanical Garden, which is in Woodlawn, which is the very cups of the Bronx. That area is not too bad. Or you're going to the Bronx Zoo, which is, again, in the middle of the fucking hood. Like, that shit is trash. Like, the Bronx Zoo is a cool zoo. It's fucking one of the biggest zoos in America. But there's nothing to do outside within that area, man. Like, the Bronx is just garbage, bro. I'm telling you. Like, nothing good comes to the Bronx. Like, if you're fucking in New York City and you're thinking about, partying or going somewhere, bro, don't venture into the Bronx. It ain't worth it. There's a few good neighborhoods in the Bronx. I've lived in the Bronx, so I know what I'm talking about, right? You have Riverdale. Riverdale's on the cusp between Yonkers and the Bronx. Riverdale's a relatively really nice area, Throgs Neck. I lived in Throgs Neck. Throgs Neck is a nice area. It's like the very, very, very bottom of the Bronx. It's like from the Bronx, because the Bronx overlooks Manhattan this way, right? So you have Manhattan here. You have the Bronx all up in here. Throgs Neck is like down here. Queens is right below it. There's a fucking bridge that connects Queens and the Bronx, basically. So Throgs Neck in and of itself, really nice area, Houses are cool. I mean, if you venture, like to like Zariga Ave and shit like that and go further out, it starts to get bad, of course. But for the most part, Throgs Neck is a cool area. It's annoying when it comes to public transportation wise, which in New York City, you're heavily reliant on public transportation. So Throgs Neck, if you're going to be relying on public transportation, it's a little bit of a pain in the ass. But Throgs Neck, for the most part, is a pretty cool area. I liked Throgs Neck. It wasn't bad. I had no complaints there. So outside of Throgs Neck and Riverdale, bro, literally, the Bronx is fucking garbage. You do not need to be there. And someone who's, who grew up in Yonkers being attached to the Bronx, every shopping center we had or anything like that, the people from the Bronx would come over and it'd be a fucking shit show because the dirtiest people in New York are coming in from Yonkers. Anyone who is from the Bronx who don't want to be in the Bronx anymore moves to Yonkers. So we're getting all the filth from fucking the Bronx coming into Yonkers. So we're constantly just entrenched with Bronx bullshit, bro. And I'm just not a fan, man. I never was a fan, never will be a fan. I don't ever want to go up in there. Ain't no reason for me to ever go to the Bronx. And if you're someone from the Bronx and you're offended by this, first off, what I'm saying is correct. What I'm saying is right. It's dirty. Don't fucking lie to yourself. Anyway, Queens is the best borough. Fuck the Bronx. Fuck the Yanks. And yeah, there's the shit that I hate. This is a very hateful episode. Tell me the shit that you hate. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Bye.